Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Count Christo and this is the Imperial British campaign in Man the Guns. We are raiding the bejesus out of Mexican and Venezuelan oil convoys. Now that I've remembered that of course we should be doing that because we don't want them to be able to ship any oil over to Germany. Hopefully Mexico will be brought low soon enough by the Americans and then they won't be able to have any oil exports because they won't exist. And then hopefully Venezuela, sorry that's way too loud. And then hopefully Venezuela will be shortly after that. But we'll see what we can do to facilitate that. Meanwhile, our men have deployed to China. Let's not go too fast here. We don't want to make mistakes. We cannot afford. This organization does not tolerate failure. We would like some growth and cap. Yes, please. Now, we're driving them back. I think even, ooh, maybe a pocket opportunity here. Probably not, but we're at least going to gain some more ground. We're getting some pretty good numbers on these front lines. Looks like it's time for us to start gaining some ground. Excellent. And once Japan falls, then we'll be in a great place. Meanwhile, we have these guys fighting us here. Okay, but you know what we say to that? We say, surprise, I have a fleet. The fact that we have subs here might just mean our guys retreat straight away. Look at all the Japanese ships we're wiping out. Absolutely glorious. But out we sally. Our gloriously experienced carriers. We do need better carriers, by the way. I am not blind to the fact that we're using ancient carriers. But we'll see. Alright, so they go in, but then they stay disengaged, unfortunately. Because it's just subs, and the subs want to retreat or something. But the presence of our planes will at least do some good work here. Good. And yet more convoys going down. So, new stuff. What would we like? What would serve us best? Yeah, probably a freaking aviation expert. We should have had that a while ago, no doubt. Yeah, we're really not doing very good work here with our bombers, unfortunately. Let's leave our subs operating alone up here for now. What did we lose up here? Ooh, that was my mistake. My raiding fleet went up here. My surface raiding fleet just got destroyed. Ah, crap. That was my bad. Oh well. There's construction 5. Great. Let's grab that extraction straight away. What was that pop-up? I didn't read it. I did not read it and it looked important. Something about people's something. Anyway, we're pushing them back. Pushing them back, sir. Good. Alright, give me a pocket here. You guys don't need to... Oh, what the heck? You don't need to attack in there. Just go behind them. Easy money. And let's be having more push along the coastline. Okay, right. So, I forgot. At the end of the last episode, we had some funny shenanigans because we had 2 kings, and I hadn't noticed for ages. But now I think I fixed it, and that event proves it. Good. Oh, is it going to give us that over and over again? That event may fire a few times because I had to jimmy with things because we had 2 kings, and it was causing all kinds of problems. Mostly in terms of tanking our stability with a national spirit that we didn't deserve. But no matter. I think I have it fixed now. We shall see. Yeah, that was a shame that we lost so many of our surface raiding ships up there. But we're giving as good as we're getting. They are now very nearly below 200 vessels in the Imperial Japanese Navy. There's only room for one empire in this world. I'm also very happy to see that Nationalist Spain did not join the Axis. They are threatened towards the German Reich. Good. Hopefully they're going to flip democratic. People's Republic of right, good. That's these guys. Hopefully they flip democratic and then join us, because them as an exiled government would be just really handy. Yes, we'll have all our guys deployed down here just for safety's sake in case Siam joins the war. They join the war against China, but that doesn't mean they're going to necessarily join the war against us. Siam issues a diplomatic protest because of our attaché. No, of course not. Our attachés will be sent where we please, you idiot. Siam launches a diplomatic protest. Come now. Be reasonable. Alright. This front still holding well. We should identify better places for micro pockets. Like this area seems good. Let's try that. If we just go here and here. Let's see, we're going to have trouble crossing. We just attack from one direction, though, is the issue. How about here and here? Yeah, that seems better. Like this. Some of these guys supporting. Yeah, and then we just pocket basically just this tile, and then retreat and repeat ad nauseum. We should all be on the attack plans to get planning bonus, but so the Soviets are launching an offensive down here. I would not advise that, Soviets. No movement on the Eastern Front yet. They are decidedly inactive over there. Right, and we continue pushing in along the coast. Good. In fact, it looks like there is once again a potential for a pocket here. Let's move our guys to exploit that potential by moving them up here, seeing if we can cut down there. That'd be good. We are listening to the wonderful dulcet tones of Rome Total War 1's soundtrack. By the way, in case you were curious, let's not mess with this right now. We shouldn't be launching attacks without planning bonus. It's just sloppy. We'll take unnecessary casualties. Alright, you can have 2 more. And you can have 2 more. Did we lose 4 troops during our little micro pocket? That's not good. We barely took out more than that. This is a song that resonates with me powerfully because it's the song plays when you win a battle. Rome Total War 1. Many, many good childhood memories associated with this song. Alright. Doing fine down here. Just still taking out any and all screens that they send into the area. Meanwhile, in the channel, losing a couple of destroyers, but that's okay there. Old and outdated. It's not a big problem. Mine count is rising more and more, which is really going to just cause more and more problems for our foes. Let's split this into 3. More effectively raid their convoys, and sure, we'll operate in Mexico as well. And can I operate here? Like, is this... No, unfortunately, when the Panama Canal is contested, you cannot go through it even with a submarine. That is unfortunate. But we may do. Meanwhile, we're losing planes to Italian convoys. That's embarrassing. Okay, we have a war goal? On who? Ah, right, the Netherlands, who of course we can't declare war on, so it's not a highly pointful war goal, that. Their sub-detection must be really bad to have that many ships and be unable to find my 4 little submarines. But still, it's good. Alright, yeah. And loads of Japanese convoys going down around here. That's excellent. As soon as the Chinese mainland is under control, we're going to take strikes and recapture this southern resource area. Prevent the Japanese from exploiting it. And that will be grand. Are you just going to leave completely open tiles? If you let me take your port, it's gonna cause you problems. I guarantee it. In the north, a more static front, because obviously we're spread very thin with the Orange Army. And supply is not good in many places along the front. If we could even out the front line a bit, perhaps, we might find ourselves in a more advantageous position. Continue pushing them back. Excellent. Okay, over here, things remaining stable. I'm looking forward to the Soviet capitulation, as strange as that might sound, because it's going to give us control over the Baku oil fields, hopefully, so if all goes to plan. We'll see. There could be shenanigans. We might get exiled up here, for example, which would be a disaster, but we'll see. I haven't got much experience of being inside enemy territory after a peace deal. Let's see if we can make some plays here. Got loads of local reinforcements pouring in, so that's good. Good. And yeah, they've got very, very weak defenses in many places along this line. The Japanese have been struggling a lot to deal with our the pressure we've been putting on them as we capture more ports up here as well. I'll move the main force up here, and we'll raid them if they try and bring any more men in or out of this theatre. Then they're really going to be in trouble. Having some problems screening on the home front. Well, I'm sure I have... Not screening, sorry. Scouting. I'm sure I have enough ships to fix that. Let me just make sure all my new screen ships are being properly deployed into our local strike force, such as it is. And I will turn on their strike force mission now. This is large enough to take on anything the Germans should be able to throw at us. Anything else in here that wants duties? I think so. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. Apparently I can't count. You guys are going to be a 10-1. And you're going to get this symbol. And you're going to help protect our convoys. Jolly good. And I might as well create one more just to have in reserve. Oh, look at the quality. Look at these. Oh, that's a thing of absolute stunning beauty. 11 fully kitted out 1940 tech scout ships. Oh, it's music to my ears. Alright, you guys, actually, I'm going to send to the Mediterranean. And let's see if we can make some plays down there. We have not got enough screening here. We've got 5 capital ships, maybe 6 if you count this. So we need at least 18, preferably more like 20 screens. Let's send down a bunch of light cruisers. As well as... I guess that's about it that I've actually got to send. But it's quite a lot of light cruisers. I'm sure a couple of destroyers as well. Beef up the Mediterranean force. Meanwhile, I have a miner who could do with deploying to the mining fleets, which I will name. Ooh, one of them's very badly damaged. You should repair. This is miners. And I have miners under construction, I do believe. Yes, if you guys could deploy automatically straight to the mining fleet, that would be excellent. And let's increase our number of miners. I think they're going to be useful going forwards as we establish total control over the seas in this region. Perhaps we could mine off Japan as well. Okay. Under fire! You would grab this one. You do not need to attack them. They're not moving in, so we don't need to do any pinning operations. Now, with a 4-pronged assault, I think we'll be able to take these mountains. Yet more Japanese convoys. How many convoys does Japan have these days? Only 300. And they are now finally below 200 ships. Damn right. Very good news. Okay, Soviets, it's time. Call it, my man. You should switch to being in the Allied. I promise you will respect your communist ideals if you become a government in exile in my nation. Fingers not crossed. Okay, they did have some defenses in the port. Ready to move. But if they think that will stop us, they can think again. We can encircle the port while keeping them pinned. Continue the offensive here. We've almost got them broken. Siam and People's Republic of Mai. We've also got our Comet tanks coming in not very long, at which point I will begin a glorious Commonwealth tank program to begin building an army that could launch a more successful Sea Lion than we had last time. Tank support, especially anti-air tank support, is going to play a pivotal role in recapturing the continents. Look at the number of convoys we're sinking. Oh, you poor baby, Japan. Okay, come on, Romania taking this area. It'd be so good. If Romania takes this land, we're good. We'll basically win if Romania takes that land, I think. If Romania doesn't take that land, we could win anyway. But if they do, I'd say it was almost assured. Okay, we're in. And a few of us are automatically carrying out further attack orders already. Good. Over here, we failed to encircle the port. Okay, well, let's cut off at least a bit more of their supply here. Perhaps a two-pronged assault on the port. No, it's extremely well defended. It's problematic. But we're holding our push in there, so that's good. We got 500 air XP, which is never good. But I think I have stuff like fully upgraded, pretty much. Ooh, we're also desperately short on resources, which means I'm currently building no fighters. My god. Give me a bunch more aluminium, please, US. And some more steel as well. And I'll cease importing from the Soviets, since it's going to happen soon anyway. We've still got enough factories to keep, you know, doing some stuff. We've got our radar up here. That's good. We've got an airbase up here. So we're ready if they do a serious push here. Again, it's saying the US is close, even though they need like 4 times the number of deployed manpower they currently have to actually take control of the faction away from me. Can I assist from here? No. One more then. Alright, we're moving in here. Good. Straight south. No hesitation. Propel any attacks. Perhaps counter-offensive? Not into the woods. Not into the forest, even. That just doesn't seem advisable. Okay, but heading south here is good. We've got them down to this one port. Ooh, and the port is vulnerable to encirclement to the north. Go for it. Make sure we have backup so we don't get encircled ourselves. Lest the encirclers become the encirclees. Can't have that. Yes, plenty of reinforcements in here to ensure this stays open. Communists relent. Remove the national spirit Comintern influence. Didn't realize I had the national spirit Comintern influence. I feel like I didn't. Maybe that was new. We're struggling to move fast here because of the lack of supply, but we are in. And if we can just win this fight, then we'll have a, not a large, but a pocket nonetheless. Then we'll have to see what we're going to do about trying to push them out of this port. It's going to be a struggle, no doubt about it. As well as pushing them off this island. Another struggle, but a struggle that I have every confidence we will complete. Okay, they are desperately activating their anti-pocket AI, which means it's time to pin them from all directions. Send more men in here. We broke them once, we can break them again. Break them all the way across the line. Fantastic. And they're retreating in the correct direction. Our guys should be almost there. Still a day and a bit. Hopefully we'll get there in time to catch the rest of them. Attempted Japanese incursions further north are proving unsuccessful. Can I just say, again, Chinese. Just stunning work in this campaign. Absolutely superb. Really showing their tenacity. Very impressively so far. Let's go straight in to the next tile. I need to see this pocket established. You guys should have a plan as well. Get rid of the holding troops. They can move out. You still got tons of men here? Yes. Indeed they do. There we go. There's the pocket. Just close that up. We'll be able to move on to the next objective. One of you getting there, one of you getting there. Fabulous. Alright, come now, Soviets. Enough of this will they, won't they game. Looks like they're not going to capitulate this episode in the end. But fear not, they will. And we will seize their oil fields. And all will be well. Okay. Ah, you should not be permitted to encircle my troops to the south. I should have more men here. Now, there are 9 divisions holding this port, but they are having supply problems. Probably not a very good naval base. Yeah, only level 1 naval base. So if we can keep pressure on them, then we're probably going to be in pretty good shape. We are, however, going to need to hold this tile to avoid a pocket further south. But that's okay. We have the men at hand to do that. And them launching an attack out of their little pocket is going to substantially diminish their capacity. Ooh, it's dangerous. To defend the pocket itself. Let's keep up the pressure on that pocket, even though it's going to cost me in lives. Tempted to deploy my... yep, see, that's a problem. But now I believe most of them have left the port. All but one, in fact. That was not intelligent of you, Japan. So now we launch an assault on the men who have left the port. Meanwhile, sneaking it out from behind them. Glorious. Give some ground support. And let's get it done. No, do not allow them to re-enter the port. It's unacceptable. Guys, take the port, please. It is imperative that the port falls immediately. It's very challenging to take a forest port. Especially 1943, they've got a lot of tech. Night strike tactics, good. This is an exclusive wing. Air superiority or interception? We'll go with air superiority. Definitely. 1 day till the tank's counted. We've taken the port. Now we just have to hold these guys here for long enough for us to arrive. Which is 3 days. That's never going to happen. Well, we can beat them out of the port one by one, which will at least make that much easier. Good. Okay, and here is the Comet. Nice. Look at that. It's a beautiful tank. We will immediately begin researching the anti-air variant, and I will construct our proper tank brigade, or at least begin constructing. We have a huge surplus of... I don't need field hospitals. A huge surplus of army experience, so I fear not the cost of doing this. Do we go straight to 40 width? I believe we do. Which means we're going to want... We might even use mechanized for once. The stats are, they're slightly better. But with early mechanized, they are also slower, so that's not going to happen. Okay, and then we want one more tank, as I recall. Good. And the rest will be anti-air. We might even throw in some anti-tank, just for completeness. No, do not allow them to retake this land. As soon as we have these guys freed up to go onto the front, of course, we'll be able to make a real thrust in the south. If that's where we want to make our thrust, perhaps we could liberate this flatter area here before we struggle with these mountains. But I would like to at least take the Hong Kong, Guangzhou area back. And there we go. Got it pocketed. Nice work. Bring them down, please. Take no prisoners. Excellent. France has their port returned to them. Excellent. Alright, well, it's a great place to end the episode, but before I forget, let's begin construction of the Comet, shall we? Which is going to have its main gun and reliability cranked. Boom. Decommission the old version. Give me Comets. Give me them right here. Okay, I'm going to want 50 factories on this immediately. Tone down fighter and CAS production, please. And yeah, we probably have loads of anti-air now. I've been overproducing on that quite substantially. Here, we got 9,000. Dramatically reduce that production. Good. It's going to take a lot of steel, but we're okay on infantry equipment. Infantry equipment, so that shouldn't be a concern. Does Pin manage to hold them in place long enough for defenses? It did. Good. Okay. Fantastic. I'm going to call it a part there. Thank you ever so very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit the like button. Helps out all kinds. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.